IFBB Figure Pro Heather D's, and I love my Species ISO bag. If you want to be like me, go to speciesnutrition.com and order yours today.
All right, this is John Hansen in the Iron Asylum with Ryan Pateracki. Ryan is getting ready for his first pro show, the Ferrigno Legacy, coming up in a few weeks. How you doing, Ryan?
Pretty tired right now. Just finishing up the back workout 4 weeks out, and the endurance is on the downhill. So
this is your pro debut, and this will be your first show since you got your pro card at the Nationals, right?
Yep, correct. Yep, I'm looking forward to it. Feel like I'm gonna bring pretty decent package coming into this show at the 4 week mark. I'm feeling really confident, feeling really good where I'm at.
Now, we were saying your weight is about in the mid 260s now, and you're hoping to come in better condition for this show than you did at the Nationals.
Yeah, I'm not really too concerned about the weight this show. I feel like I did make some good gains going into this show. But I haven't really been focusing on the weight so much, just on the conditioning and just bringing back, what I'm known for, and I've been known for the years, just having good conditioning.
Right.
So I've been trying to not let the scale, play tricks on my mind.
Yeah.
And just focusing on what I see in the mirror, and what I do see in the mirror as of late is a better package with, looks like I'm going to be bringing in the typical conditioning that I'm known for having.
So this has been a full year then since your last show. So you had a really productive off season. Yeah,
for the most part. Yeah, I feel really good about the time that I put in the gym this year, and just been just grinding and working hard.
Yeah. Now what's the pre-contest been like? The pre-contest prep?
Just been really simple and basic. Just sticking to a good solid nutritional plan and just letting the weight come down as needed.
Yeah. Okay. Now we did back today here at the Powerhouse Gym in downtown Tampa, and you started off with some lat pulldowns. I'm assuming this is basically like a warm up and get ready for the heavier stuff, right?
Yeah, I always use a good pull down, or I'll mix it up every other week. Maybe I might do pull ups instead, just to get some good blood flow to the back and get a good warm up before I go into my more heavier basic compound movements that I love and utilize on a weekly basis.
You can still do pull-ups at your heavyweight?
Oh yeah, I can bang out a good 20 in my first couple of sets. So
that's impressive. Yeah, now Dave Palumbo was talking to Akeem Williams recently, and he said a lot of these bodybuilders today, they don't lift heavy, but you did. You went to the basic exercises. You did some barbell rows next, and you said your weight is down a little bit from your off season, obviously, but you were still going really heavy.
Yeah, I always try to push as heavy as I can go. Even though I'm in contest prep mode, I always try to lift as heavy as possible. And like I said earlier, my strength and my endurance is on its way down.
Yeah.
But even with that being said, I still always try to push, heavy, basic compound movements for me, because that's what's worked for me over the years to keep my back nice and full and thick.
Yeah.
So I if it's worked, I don't believe in reinventing the wheel. I just stick to the basics.
Yeah, I agree. Now, when you're doing those bent over rows, a lot of people do the underhand grip, and you do what I prefer this too, the overhand grip. And do you feel that gets more of your center back?
Yeah, I feel it does hit a lot more of the center back. But and with that exercise too, I'll vary it occasionally. Sometimes I will use the underhand pull, but I always prefer the overhand pull.
Yeah.
I just feel I better get a better contraction on the back.
Yeah, I agree.
So.
And then you were doing a lot of drop sets. I noticed you did that on the pull downs and also the barbell rows. Is that something you use more pre-contest, or do you do that for off-season also?
I do utilize that a lot in my pre-contest training, but occasionally in the off-season I will incorporate that just to get a little more volume to the back and to the muscle, whatever muscle group that I'm working.
Yeah. But I assume like pre-contest it's more effective because the energy's going down and stuff. You can't go as heavy anyway, so it's a way to bring the muscle more to failure, huh?
Yeah, and definitely on those heavier sets where my endurance is lower and I can't bang out as many reps as I typically would. That's I'll drop it down just to utilize a lighter weight so I can really bang out a good heavier set.
Yeah.
So I can keep my heart rate up over a longer period of time as well. I find that's very beneficial in the fat burning process as well.
Yeah. Now you went up to 365 on those. What do you usually do in the off season?
Oh, in the off season, my heaviest, I'll get up to about 495 for a good solid 8 to 10. Wow. Trying to keep the form, somewhat good, and I'm trying to be as hard on myself to make sure the form's right, and not get crazy and sloppy and slinging the weight around and not even hitting the back. So I find that's useless, and definitely don't try to do that.
Yeah, with the 365, it was really good form. I just noticed you're contracting on the top and really feeling the muscle, huh?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if I can't squeeze the muscle, I'm not going to waste my time and just do an exercise. I'm not trying to build my ego. I'm really trying to build that back and make sure I can, bring it up and add some much needed thickness. So.
And then continuing with the basics, you went over to the rack deadlifts next, and again, you went up to like 6 plates on each side, so you were still going heavy.
Yeah, like I said, still heavy for the most part. Just in the past couple of weeks, my endurance has come down a little bit as the weight's coming down and the food's starting to come down. So I typically will go up to 8 plates, and I'll bang that out for a good 8 reps as well.
Wow.
So the stick started feeling a little heavy today. I don't know if the camera got me, just being on camera and just feeling the pressure. But I always seem to get a little more tired when the camera's on me than when it's not. So.
And then your next exercise was the seated cable rows, and this one you really weren't going too heavy. It was just more of a contraction, more feeling the lats, right?
Yeah, I started off. I tried to go heavy in the first couple sets, and I realized, okay, well, hold on, let me back off a little bit.
Yeah.
The tank is starting to get a little empty, so let me be smart, and let's move the weight back, just so I can utilize, get a few more reps and focus on that good, deep, solid contraction.
Yeah. Do you feel the lats more after you do like the barbell rows and the rack deadlifts? When you do like an exercise that's a little more isolation, like the seated cable, are you feeling the lats more at that exercise?
Oh yeah, usually by that point, I mean, they're so pumped, and any little movement I do, whether it's 100 pounds or 200 pounds, I mean, each rep that I feel and I'm squeezing, I mean, there's the occupancy for blood is just limited. So every little one I'm feeling like crazy at that point.
Yeah, I liked watching your routine because it was basic exercises and not a lot of sets. Just the basics. Couple, like maybe 3 working sets each. Exercise just to stimulate the muscle, and you're doing the heavy basics to build that mass.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If you're hitting the exercises right, I believe I don't see why you got to do a million different things.
I agree.
Because usually, I mean, if you're training hard and you're training right, I mean, there's no need. By that point, I'm basically hitting the back from every different angle possible.
Right.
And by that point, like I said, I don't think I could bang out another exercise. Period. I'm taxed by that point.
Exactly. You stimulated enough with all that heavy stuff.
Yeah. So that's always no matter what time of the year, that's always the foundation of my back exercises. In my leg exercises are similar in the chest. Yeah. Every major muscle group is very similar to that with my approach. Right. Keeping the heavy, basic compound movements.
Yeah. And then you finished off with more of an isolation exercise on a machine, just to get that upper back where you're pulling the elbows back on a machine exercise, right?
Yeah, especially when I did a high row on the machine for the upper back. It's hard for me to find a good compound movement that'll isolate like that. So I do stick to the machine on the smaller region like that. So.
Yeah. All right, Ryan. Well, we wish you the best of luck at the Ferrigno Legacy on your pro debut, and thanks for joining us in the Iron Asylum for RxMuscle.com.
All right, thanks, John. It was my pleasure. Always love making it to downtown Powerhouse Gym. If you're ever in the state of Florida, in the Tampa area, you definitely got to come check this gym out. It's something special.
All right, Ryan. Take care.
Hi, I'm Andrea Holiday, and I'm an IFBB Women's Physique Pro, but I'm also a coach and a trainer. When clients come to me for advice, I make it my business to give them the most intelligent solutions to all their problems. And I base that information on each person's specific goals. As an elite level competitor, my goal is to gain high quality muscle while maintaining a lean, ripped physique. Species Nutrition's Isolate is the purest whey isolate on the market. It has no fat, no carbs, and it tastes outrageously great. My personal favorite is chocolate peanut butter. So next time you purchase the protein shake, remember, buy the best, buy Isolate.